Hey guys, what's up? Blue Foster here, and today I'm coming at you with a very mysterious video. Who are the characters you see on your screen right now? Where do they come from? And why do they matter? So without further ado, let's find out. These two characters are named Molly and Hunter. They are some of the earliest existing characters in the Foster's universe, and they predate the actual YouTube debut of the Fosters. So just a quick history lesson on what the Fosters is. It's originally a home video project I made on a Christmas break, doing a series of funny comedy sketches using stop motion with vintage Little People toys. It was never meant to be a YouTube series or any type of show at all, so the fact that it actually became something is kind of cool. So yeah, but these two characters are some of the earliest to exist in the universe. They are both very not very offensive, but kind of weird stereotypes of personalities. One of them being a stereotypical autistic child, and the other being a very stereotypical redneck or southern kid. So with all due respect, these characters are important to the history of the show. I didn't put them in the official series because they just didn't work anymore, and I thought they might be viewed as too offensive or weird with the rest of the show. So basically Molly, she essentially became what we know today as Patrick. Her colors and her face line up with Patrick's identically, and she honestly could pass as his doppelganger or twin sister, to be honest. Her running joke on the show, besides having learning disorders and having autism, was the fact she carried around a photo of either a celebrity or a bodybuilder, I can't remember which, and she would always refer to this guy as her boyfriend or her husband. This joke is very similar to the way Patrick views his blanket that he carries around by calling it his girlfriend or his wife. Like I said, she essentially became what we know as Patrick. Now moving on to Hunter. Like I said earlier, Hunter is your stereotypical redneck southern outback kid. He loves hunting, fishing, shooting, or anything else outdoors. He likes to drink sweet tea, and he has a farm with cattle and chickens and sheep. He would always talk about things like Texas, Alabama, or South Carolina, and yeah. So what happened to them? So these characters were essentially removed due to being too stereotypical and me trying to avoid any controversy with the show early on in its production. Looking back, they weren't even that inappropriate or offensive. And honestly, they could have just been as comedic as offensive, with the autistic kid being funny and making silly jokes, and the southern kid always referencing silly things that no one cared about. Very similar to how Patrick has learning disorders and everyone picks on him, or how Teddy Roosevelt is from somewhere else and is treated like garbage. Honestly, these characters never disappeared, they just got put into other characters' personalities. So what's the future of these characters? Molly and Hunter are very iconic characters to me because they're some of the first I ever created for this world. And to see them not in the show is kind of weird to me because they were in it so often in the early test screenings for the episodes that I made. Way before the Fosters became a show on YouTube, it became a show saved to my tablet's gallery. And seeing these two always get in arguments with each other over silly stuff or just annoy the heck out of Timmy Foster and Blue was so comedic, and I always thought it was cute. I may bring these characters back as a reference in the movie at some point, maybe for a scene or two. And honestly, looking back, like I said, I don't think they're nearly as offensive as I even remember them being. I just think I remember it worse in my head than it actually may have been. So without further ado, here's a clip of them in action.
Hey, I'm back. Are we gonna continue Fortnite now? Blue, who was that? I sort of clogged the toilet, but besides that, everything's fine. It's just a cobweb, Foster. Leave it alone. Hey! Ow!
Now, just to be fair in this clip, it is debatable if that was Molly speaking or Patrick speaking, as strangely, in this episode where Molly actually debuted, Teddy Roosevelt and Jason do exist. However, like I said, Molly and Hunter were their doppelgangers early on before they became in the show. So now we have some weird time paradox multiverse episode going on. So yeah, that's the history of Molly and Hunter. I hope you enjoyed this video and you thought it was cool. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below. If you have any questions or ideas for the channel, please let me know. I'd love to make some fan videos if you have any ideas. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.